I remember my childhood, but only single scenes. I remember the trees overlooking my pram, standing on the grass. I remember falling into the water, being rescued by a friend of my father. I remember my mother, beaten by my grandfather, until her head hit the tiles on the bathroom wall. I remember my mother hitting me with a spoon on the head. Single scenes, but repeated with variations. Sometimes she used a coat hanger. Sometimes she used a spatula. Once she used my sister's flute, which broke. She broke several things on my head. The spatula was missing a part, but still used for cooking for years. I remember seeing it every time I did the dishes after lunch, while my mother was asleep. Sometimes rushing out of the bedroom into the kitchen, telling me to be quiet. Do the dishes quietly. Use more detergent. Sometimes she would shove my head against the sink. My father didn't know any of this. He was at work. Nobody knew what she did to me for years. The hitting, the yelling. She was a friendly person to everybody, cheerful and nice. As much as my beginning baldness reveals the scars on my head, as much the memory comes back. Only last year my sister told me about her flute, which I totally had forgotten. So she knew. It went on for years. Every time she lost her temper, something hit my head. Apart from her fits, she was the friendly person everybody knew, rational and reliable. One day I noticed I had grown tall enough to grab her hands, so I grabbed them to stop her from hitting me. That's when she accused me of having attacked her, which I never did. After that day, she never hit me again. I'm reminded of this every time there's a fast movement near my face. I'm reminded of this every time I use a wooden spoon or spatula. I'm 51 now, and still I think of this.